Yo, what's good? What's good? Solidus-T back. Boxing on y'all ass, nigga. This weekend is going down. I know what it is. David Benavidez versus Sergio Ramirez. The fight that I'm really looking forward to is those fellas over there in Japan. This shit gonna be lit. 48 hours is going down. Hold up. Let me bring up my guy real quick.
Yo.
Yo. OS, what's good? Onslaught, what's good with it?
All good, man. What's up with you, Solidus?
We straight, man. We straight over here, man.
Hell yeah.
You straight?
Hell yeah, man, for sure. Just ready to talk about these fights, man.
Oh, it's gonna be lit, man. Like the whole month is gonna be popping though. You know, like a lot of, I know you saw the calendar. It's a lot of great fights coming up. Like a lot of great fights.
The whole month.
So it's like next week, Dubai and Worthy gonna get it.
Oh yeah, for
sure.
And
after that, Keyshawn is fighting.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's going down, bro. It's going down.
Sure. It's gonna be good, man. We got a good month of boxing.
Straight up, definitely.
Definitely.
This is like the shit. This is probably gonna be called the
May Mayhem or some shit.
May Pandemonium and May Mayhem. Right. One of those. It's going down. Hella good fight.
Definitely, bro. I don't know why people saying boxing is dead. They just not paying attention.
Oh, that's that cap shit. You know, a lot of capping going on. You know that. That shit ain't never gonna die. Capping in boxing ain't never gonna die.
Facts.
That shit is unfortunate.
Yep.
But check this out though. Before we get into the fights this weekend, let's touch on some current boxing news that's been going on. Let's touch on that real quick. You don't mind?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so now I saw what happened recently. Crawford somewhat, well, not really crash out, but he kind of had to like go on Twitter and go on the rant, some crazy shit. I guess he got irritated.
Yep.
And he's saying that, you know, y'all wanted me to fight Boots and all that shit. Business came up. The fight didn't happen. Y'all giving out misinformation saying he ducked or whatever. He ain't never ducked, but, you know, people hate, so they're going to say he ducked.
Right.
Then he said, if I would have fought Boots, I would have ruined his career.
Yeah.
Y'all really want that? And it's like, and then Boots said he would have knocked Crawford out.
Yeah, that's what started it. Yeah.
And then it's like, it's kind of easy to say shit like that when you know you ain't going.
Exactly. Like the man is retired. You feel me? So.
And he said that shit, and it was like,
yeah,
people are talking or whatever. So I want to ask you is like, do you think Crawford was correct? Like, do you think if he would have fought Boots back then in 2021? Because from what I understand, that's how Crawford ended up fighting Sean Porter, because Boots and Virgil both was like passed on the opportunity to fight for the WBO, which would have meant fight Crawford.
Exactly.
So he ended up fighting Sean Porter.
Yep.
So my question to you is, based off of that, is do you think he would have ruined Boots if he would have fought him back then?
Honestly, as much as I like Boots and how good he is, that version of Boots and that version of Crawford at 147, Boots was just not, he wasn't at that level yet. He wasn't at the level that he's at today. And to jump in the ring with somebody like Bud at that time, I think that would have been a really bad move for Boots at that time. Like, I would respect, obviously, like, I respect a young contender, young champion coming up to fight, you know, the top dog and everything and try to, you know, make his name. But I think Bud is right, honestly. He would have beat Boots at that time for sure. Well, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I feel similar to that. I just feel like he would have gave. I think Crawford would have won, yes, but I think Boots would have gave a good challenge.
For sure.
I think it would have been like the guys that Crawford fought in recent years. All those guys were great, but I just feel like this going to sound. I don't know how you going to respond, how you going to look at this, but I feel like that fight would have went like Majimov, where Crawford wins, but it would have been like very competitive, like the Majimov fight.
I agree,
because I feel like Boots got the athleticism, he got the pop, he can move. It's not like fighting Canelo where it's like he's just going to do the same thing over and over again. Like, he's more dynamic. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Crawford would have won, yes, but I feel like it would have been like a tough fight.
I agree.
But I also would say this though: if anybody were to get knocked out, it probably would have been Boots.
Yeah, Yeah. So yeah, for sure, definitely. I agree with that point. That's not a wild take at all. I mean, I think it would be competitive, no doubt. You know, at that time, I do think Crawford would win. I don't know about ending his career or anything, but I do think Crawford would win that fight. But Boost is definitely more dynamic than guys like Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. It would be a more competitive fight than what people think, definitely. But I do think Crawford will win. For sure.
Yeah. So we pretty much align on that.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like most people are though. I don't think nobody really thinks Boost would have beat him, but
Nah.
it was just an interesting debate, that came up. Let me touch on this.
Yeah, it would have been a good fight, no doubt, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely would have been a good scrap.
Yeah, at that time, definitely.
And then let's touch on what you want to touch on. You had brought it up in my last stream, like
Yeah.
Suleiman hating on Crawford. It's like he said. So
Mm-hmm.
he said that Crawford retired cowardly because he didn't give Canelo the rematch.
Right.
Is that salty talk, or does he gotta? Is there validity to that, or he's just on some salty shit because his guy lost? What you make of that?
You already know it's super salty talk, but it's crazy though because it's way more behind that shit. It's not just him being salty that Crawford beat Canelo and got out of there. People need to remember what's going on with the sanctioning fees. Sanctioning fees are not a flat fee that's the same for every fighter. It's a percentage that comes from the purse. So Canelo and Crawford purse is completely different. Canelo gets paid 3 times more than Terrence Crawford for the Canelo fight, for the fight that they had between each other. Canelo got paid 150 million. Crawford got paid 50 million. So for Canelo to win is what Mauricio Sulaiman wants, because he's going to get a much bigger paycheck coming from Canelo's purse than Bud's purse. So that's why Mauricio Sulaiman was completely on board with Canelo fighting Crawford, because he viewed it as not a risky fight for Canelo, so that he can get that purse. But he wasn't on board with Canelo fighting Benavidez because that was viewed as a risk that could go either way. And if Benavidez would have beat Canelo, the purse bid, the purse is significantly lower than Canelo, so you're not getting paid the same amount. So not only was Crawford's purse less, and therefore the sanctioning fees less, but at the end of the day, Crawford didn't pay him at all. Actually, he ended up just not paying them, because there was like a little dispute about the sanctioning fees, and Crawford just said, fuck y'all. And he just said, y'all not getting paid shit. And he retired on top of that. So Mauricio Sulaiman, that left a really sour taste in his mouth. So him saying Crawford's a coward is him just being super salty, like that Bud Crawford basically, didn't give him a single cent, a single dime. Like that's what the sanctioning fees is, how the WBC runs. Like that's what the income, that's their primary income. Why do you think they were such in a rush to give Ryan Garcia the WBC title against Mario Barrios while he was coming off of a loss at a title fight? He was fighting Rolly Romero for a title and he lost. And off of that loss, they gave him a title shot for the WBC against Mario Barrios, because they know that Ryan Garcia is bringing money and they can take money from that sanctioning fee. So it really is just corruption in boxing for real when you think about it, like how the sanctioning fees are. But yeah,
That's definite corruption.
Yeah, for sure. It makes no sense how it's like based a percentage from the fighter's purse. So if one fighter getting paid significantly more than the other fighter, there's a conflict of interest there. They're gonna want the dude who gets paid more to win, or they're gonna push him to be in an easy fight for a title so that he can win and they can get money from that.
Yeah, people like to dismiss stuff like that, but that's actually real. Like,
yeah,
it's a corrupt sport, and that's corruption at its finest right there.
Facts.
Because outside of that, why would he not fight Benavidez? You see what I'm saying? So,
yep,
and the way you just detailed that, it's like, yeah, they corrupt stuff. And then Ryan Garcia loses.
Yep.
Then he comes back and he gets another title shot. No other fighter can do that, but you could if you bring in the money. So yeah, it's corrupt.
Exactly. It's all about
definitely corrupt.
Yep. It's like they were on board with the Crawford fight for a reason, because Canelo and his team and Sulaiman and all these guys,
they thought he would beat him.
Yeah, they thought he would beat him. So like, it's cool. You can fight Bud. Not only will you get paid a lot of money still, because you're fighting Crawford and that's a big fight, but if you beat him, we get to take a percentage of that 150 million, which is a lot. You know what I mean? Never did they expect Crawford to upset, and then now you got to take a smaller paycheck, and then at the end you didn't even get anything at all. So it was a worst case scenario for Sulaiman at the WBC.
Yeah, because we all know when the fight was announced, this man saying easy money and the whole nine. It's like, nah, it ain't easy money, my guy. It ain't easy money.
Yeah.
And then you salty.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's saying he's a coward because you couldn't get no big money out of it.
It's
So
really
yeah,
that
that's
simple.
pretty much what it is. It's just disappointing that he'll say that, and then you got these so-called boxing fans that'll run with that and not
Yeah,
use their brain, and they'll just bad judgment on people that actually agree with what he's saying. Because it's like if you
yeah,
use your brain, you can see that's BS. But you know how these guys are. You know, we covered this a lot. You know, the Mexican fans, they're still fight was 7 months ago, and they're still mad about that.
yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, nah,
you know, so they're obviously going to agree with what Solomon said, even though it's cap.
exactly,
But you know how
exactly.
that go.
You know how it go, man. You know, they still lose sleep over this shit, but you know, it is what it is. We know what was behind that statement.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
just too bad right there.
Yep.
So yeah, because I know you saw it, but I did a video earlier this week, and
Yep.
I had a debate in the not the barbershop. When I was at the gym,
Mm-hmm.
I was debating some guys that be working out there. You know, the little boxing gym I be going to, the workouts,
Yeah.
and they're like, it wasn't all of them, but somebody I was debating with somebody. They were saying that Canelo had a better career than Crawford. I
Yeah.
was like, what frustrated me about that is when I asked them to explain that, they couldn't really explain it. They're just saying
Nope.
that Canelo's a 4-weight division champion and all that. And I was like, I don't like, you do know Crawford has better accomplishments, right? Like,
Yep.
not only is he a better boxer, he has better accomplishments. He's
Literally.
better. Like,
Literally.
I was like, bro, he beat 3 champions on the way out, and 2 of them are pound for pound. Canelo's
Right.
never did that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Canelo loses fights where he steps up.
Yes.
I got to say this again. A step up fight is where you fight a guy that's good, but then your next fight, you fight a guy that's better than the last guy you fight.
Yep. Exactly.
Canelo always loses fights like that.
Yep.
Crawford has not.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and then these guys swear it up and down. They love knockouts. They want to see knockouts. All the Mexican fans, Canelo fans, they want to see knockouts. Fighters
Right.
that don't knock people out are boring.
Yeah.
Crawford literally had a knockout streak where almost 10 years he was knocking everybody out.
100%. Exactly.
Canelo never did nothing like that.
Nope.
So it's like, yes, Crawford had a better career. That resume shit, I'll give you that. Canelo's resume is a little bit better,
Yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but that does not mean he had a better career.
Absolutely.
And these Canelo fans, they don't understand that.
Yep. I mean, that's a
So-
fact. Yeah. Literally.
He does not have a better career than Crawford. Crawford's a better fighter and had a better career.
Facts.
So if you think Canelo had a better career,
Mhm.
I know why you're saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, let's get to these fights, man. It's going down, man. I ain't got to work this weekend, so I'm going to be up early to watch the Inoue and Nakatami fight.
Oh yeah.
And that's the fight that I'm looking forward to the most because
Mhm.
two undefeated guys, pound for pound,
Definitely.
and that's going to be a great fight in my opinion. There's some upset talk going on. Some people think Nakatami might pull it off. I don't see it.
Me neither.
I don't see it. However, should I be surprised if he upsets Inoue? What says you?
I gotta think of. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised. I could see a path of victory for him. Like overall, like comparing them both as fighters, Inoue is pretty much better on almost every level. But Nakatani, he has that sneaky left hand. He got power and he set up that left hand well. And we seen Inoue, he had problem with some southpaws. We see them get dropped, with the left hand before. So it's like there's a path of victory for Nakatani, but realistically, Inoue should win this fight. So, but it shouldn't be too surprising though. Nakatani is undefeated and he's a champion, so it's like it shouldn't be too surprising if he beats Inoue, but it would be an upset. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I want to keep a little bit of optimism. It is boxing; anything can happen.
Yeah.
But I also favor Inoue. I think Inoue, as you said, he has the better attributes.
Yeah.
But like you said, I did see Inoue not really struggle, but have to figure it out a little bit more when he's fighting southpaws.
Right,
I saw that.
Yeah.
So that's a fact.
Yep.
But I think Nakatami is super motivated, and I think he's going to really, really bring the fire at dude. And it's going to be a great fight, bro. I'm telling you, this, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, this is the best fight of the weekend. I personally feel.
I agree.
This
I agree.
This is the fight that I'm looking forward to the most.
Definitely, I agree with that too. Hell of a fight.
And this shit's gonna be lit, bro. Like I said, I ain't gotta work, so I can get up. I can get up early to focus on it.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that shit. It's gonna be early, but I'm gonna do it.
Nah, me too, for sure.
But nah, it's gonna be lit, man. I got Nakatami. I don't think it. I mean, I got Inoue. My bad. I don't
Yeah,
think it's gonna be a knockout though. I think it's gonna go 12 rounds.
me
I
too.
don't see him knocking him out. I think it's
Me
gonna be a
too.
12-round decision.
I agree.
But if I fuck around and look up and I fuck around and see Nakatami won, I ain't gonna be surprised. Because
Yeah,
I think
right.
Nakatami, there is an avenue for him to win.
Yeah,
It's just a question mark, will he do it? But I
right.
think
Right.
I think in a way, this is how I see the fight gonna go.
Mhm.
This is how I see the fight.
Yeah.
I think what Inoue is gonna do is he's gonna like he's okay, Nakatami's taller than Inoue, right?
Yep.
So Inoue he's probably gonna attack the body. He's probably gonna go
Yes.
at his body. And
Facts.
Inoue is a good body puncher.
Yep.
You know, I think he's going to go at the body and he's going to focus on that. And Nakatami might possibly slow down because of that.
Yes.
Then Nakatami might make the mistake and leave himself open upstairs. Now, mind you, Inoue, from what I've seen, is one of the best punchers at going from the body and then going upstairs. He's
Yep.
one of the best punchers at doing that.
Facts.
I've seen him do that.
Mhm.
And I think that's what he's going to do to Nakatami. Because Inoue can do everything. Inoue got footwork. He's fast. He's athletic.
It's complete.
He can fight backwards, come forward. He can rush you.
Yep.
Power is on point. Punch this
Yep.
way, punch that way.
Yep.
Defense, not the best, but good enough.
Right. Good
So
enough.
he can pretty much do everything.
Hmm.
And I honestly think that's what he's going to do. I don't think he's going to come in there and just try to guns blaze and try to knock him out. No, I think he's going to be smart because Inoue is a very smart fighter.
Yeah. Facts.
But let's say he gets dropped. Let's say Nakatami drops him.
Right.
Inoue's probably going to be like, okay, he dropped me.
Yeah.
Let me play it. Let me box now. Like I was probably got dropped as I was trying to bang. Let me box now. Let me get on my smart shit where I'm like back foot, jab, hit and move.
Right.
Don't just stand there and trade.
Yeah.
So he's a smart fighter, and I think that's what he's going to do. If he gets dropped, he's going to try to outbox him. If he doesn't get dropped, he's going to try to slaughter Nakatami. That's how I see the fight going.
That's a great assessment. That's a great assessment. And I like that last point you just made about him getting dropped. Because if you look at his fight against Cardenas, Inoue kind of came out guns, but he just came out super fast and he was rushing Cardenas and everything. And then he unexpectedly got baited and countered and he got knocked down. So he had to switch up his game plan. He started trying to box Cardenas more a little bit, baiting him some more, move back, move around, keep the fight at mid-range and everything. And then he applied pressure later on. So it's like, either way, sometimes he might rush out early to kind of test you, but then he'll run into some shit and he'll get dropped or whatever, or he'll get caught with a clean shot and he'll realize, okay, this guy, I got to take a different approach. So that's something that's very possible with this fight against Nakatani. Like, if Nakatani drops Inoue early, that wouldn't be surprising at all because we've seen that multiple times before. That's happened to Inoue before. But like you said, I feel like he would adjust and take a different approach because he doesn't only fight one way. Nakatani, if you look at the way he fights, he pretty much fights one way, but Inoue is more versatile. And
Facts.
And I do agree what you said about the body because if you look at Nakatani, he fights with an active high guard. He fights with his guard up really high. So it's like he leaves his body open. Inoue will target that early, and then you said he can probably lower his hands a little bit, get lazy up top, and then Inoue catch him with something up top. So I agree with that 100%. I feel like that's how the fight's gonna go for sure.
Yeah, because Inoue is a very versatile fighter. He can do that. He can go to the body and then he drop that guard a little bit, start going upstairs.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah, Inoue, like he's one of the best fighters at adjusting. Kind of like Tank a little bit. Like your guy Tank.
Like Tank. Yep.
Tank is a great fighter at adjusting. Like, okay, this is what you're doing. I'm gonna do this.
Right.
Okay, this ain't working. I'm gonna do this. Very versatile fighters, Tank and Inoue.
Yep. Not many fighters can do that. Like adjust, especially on the fly in the middle of a fight when something's not going wrong and you switch it up. Not many fighters can do that. So yeah, Inoue is one of them ones for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yep. And I think the key to victory for Nakatami is basically distance control.
Range. Yes, range, distance control. Yep.
Like use that jab. He got that long jab. Use that and then control the distance. That's probably his best bet. If he tries to bang with Inoue, he might have some success doing that. You never know because he got the height advantage. You never know. But I don't think that's what he should do. I think he should control the distance, use that jab. I think he should really employ the hit and move. I think he should do that. I don't think he should try to bang with Inoue. I don't think he should do that.
No, he definitely shouldn't do that. I mean, he's better with fighting at mid to long range and setting up that left hand. That's how he knocked out Andrew Molini. Like he's better with that style, but when he tried to get up
Right.
close and bang, like even you seen in his last fight, that's not really a style that suits him well. Like he can probably get away with that, but probably not with Inoue though. You don't want to stand there and bang with Inoue puts together combinations for real. Like
Like crazy. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Blistering
like
speed. Like you don't want
literally
that.
6, 8, sometimes 10 point. Like he'll put that shit together. And Nakatani, he loads up on he throws wide shots. You know what I mean? And I guess that's just a part of his style. But in close range with Inoue, you don't want to do that. Like you're gonna get caught with some crazy shit. So he should fight long range for sure, definitely.
Yeah, that's a mistake, and I think that's his key to victory. And I think if he does that,
Mm-hmm.
who knows what's going to happen. But now I favor Inoue. I think Inoue's going to go to full 12,
Yeah, I
get
think
that
so too.
decision, keep them belts, and
Yep.
everything is going to be good.
Yep.
But it's still going to be a great fight, and this is the fight that I'm really, really anticipating.
Me too. Me too. Hell of a fight, that one for
Straight
sure.
up.
Yep.
So this shit going to be lit.
Most
And
definitely.
the fight card, I looked at the fight card, the undercard. There's some good fighters on there, international guys. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
going
for
to be
sure. I
cool
gotta
too.
check it out. I
But
gotta check out the undercard.
yeah, they got some decent fighters over there.
Oh,
So
for
it
sure.
should be cool. But
Yep.
great, great fight card. So that was a
Definitely.
great breakdown.
Definitely.
Now we step to the next fight.
Yeah, Benavidez.
David 300 is back.
Yep. Yep.
Fresh off
You already
the
know.
fresh off of destroying Anthony Yard.
Yep.
Belted his ass, got him out of there. He's
Hell of
probably
a
going to
fight.
retire now.
Yeah, he should be done.
So got rid of him.
Mhm.
Zerto was his last fight was on that Jake Paul card, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Against that Doritos dude, I think so.
I believe so. Because I
I
remember
think-
I didn't watch it, but I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
And they said it was on the Jake Paul fight card, I believe.
Yeah. I
So
believe that's the one. Yep.
yeah, okay. So both fought in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be. This is going to be a good fight. I like this fight.
Yeah.
I don't, Benavidez is going up to this is cruiserweight. Two Mexicans fighting on Cinco de Mayo for cruiserweight for belts. That's some history type. That's history making
Facts.
right there.
Facts.
Salute to that. And to be honest, I like this event because
Me too.
it's Cinco de Mayo, Latino holiday,
Mm-hmm.
which is great.
Yep.
And then you got Latino fighters fighting on the card. They basically
card,
this
too.
is their
Yeah.
night.
Facts.
I
The
like
whole
that
card.
idea. I think that's dope personally.
Me too.
I like
That's
this.
Fire. That's fire.
Like it's kind of like Latino night, Latino heat, they call it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm black, of course, but I'm just saying this shit is dope, bro. They should do this again. Like on
For sure.
Latino holidays. Like let the
Yeah.
Latinos get that.
And just like
A lot
have
of
the whole
great
card.
Latino. That's what I'm saying. A lot of great Latino fighters, let them get that. They don't need to fight no black fighters. Let them fight each other. Let them
Facts.
get that. And I think
Yup.
that's dope. I like this card. I looked at the undercard. I'm gonna watch these fights. I like these
Same
fights.
thing. I
Like
like
this
the
is a
undercard,
great
like-
card.
They got all Mexican fighters lined up, like Latino fighters all lined up. Like that's fire.
Yeah.
All on Cinco de Mayo's. That's dope.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Because before that it was Mayweather and it was Canelo. The Canelo shit is cool, but the Mayweather, all that shit was cool. But I like the new approach where it's like, now let's put all the Latinos, let them fight Latino fighters, let those guys fight each other on the Latino
Yeah.
holiday.
That's
I
a
think
good
that's a
idea.
dope concept. I fucks with that.
Me too. That's fire.
But I wanted to speak on the Jaime Munguia versus Resendez fight real quick. Like,
Yeah.
I understand Munguia tested, he got caught in that drug stuff. That's unfortunate. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Just focus on boxing.
Mhm.
I like Munguia in this fight. I
Me
don't
too.
think Resendez is good enough, personally. I think he's a
agree.
decent fighter, but I'm not like, I don't look at him like, oh, this dude's a great fighter. He gonna wreck shit. I don't look at him like that. I think he's decent. He ain't bad or whatever, but I think Munguia is better. I think Munguia should win this fight. What you think
I
about
agree.
that fight?
I agree with you 100%, man. And like with that last fight, setting aside all the PDs and everything, the last fight he had, the rematch against Bruno Saras, who knocked him out in the first fight unexpectedly. He looked way better, like boxing wise, in the rematch. Like the way he fought the first.
He did.
Yeah, he looked completely different than the first fight. Like damn, Munguia leveled up a lot, training with Eddie Reynoso in that one, for that one fight. So it's like, okay, if he come with this new style, he kind of fought kind of like how Canelo fight a little bit, but with more like youthfulness, more speed, and more power and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, cool. Munguia look a little better. Resendez is a good, tough fighter, but he's not on Munguia's level. He's not on Munguia's level.
Yeah.
Munguia's just better, like you said. So I expect Munguia to win, probably by decision. Yeah, something like that.
But Mugia might let us down though, because that's what
Yeah,
happened with the Saras fight. He was
yeah,
expected to win that fight. He fought in
yeah.
his hometown, and he fucked around and laid an egg and got his ass knocked out.
That was
What if
crazy.
that happens again? What do you think the fallout would be if that happens again?
Fallout would be time to hang him up because like that Saras one was wild. That was crazy. It came out of nowhere, but it's like it was a hiccup. You could recover from that. He fought like 4 times a year, I think. So it's like okay, he could come back, and he did his little comeback and he won. But if he gets KO'd again, like on this stage, it might be time to hang up because you can't keep having that happen, over and over. But I suspect he should win this fight. It won't be easy because Resendez is very tough, and he upset Kill the Plant. But Munguia has the ability to win if he's focused and locked in, like you said. If he comes in and he fall asleep a little bit and he get caught with something crazy, it might be game over.
Yeah, because I will say this about Resendez. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
And I guess if he were to like somehow make it tough, rough and tough, and somehow beat Mugia doing that,
Yeah,
I guess I shouldn't be surprised if he does that. I guess
not
that
really.
shouldn't surprise me if that happens.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Like Resendez, I was expecting Caleb Plant to beat him easy. So
I did too.
I only seen one fight of him before the Caleb Plant thing. I was like, okay, well, Caleb Plant is way better than this dude, but nah, he made it really rough for Plant. He made it really awkward for Plant, and Plant just couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
Who do you
Because when
think will
that
win
fight,
between? Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was going to say when that fight happened, I was like, yeah, Plant should beat him. But then I
Yeah,
watched, I'm like, oh damn, Resendez getting in that ass.
that
Pause.
surprised me. Yeah, it surprised me. But I was about to ask who you think will win between Munguia and Plant at this point.
Between Mugia and Plant at this point,
Yeah,
shit, I might fuck around in favor of Mugia. To be honest with you,
thinking the same thing. I'm thinking I might lean towards Munguia. Now, if you would asked me before, I would say Plant, but yeah, like I'm thinking probably Munguia would probably win that fight. But so it's like I don't know. Resendez, he wild card. He a tough guy, and he's shown that he can do an upset before. So you got to be locked in with him 100%. You got to be locked in. You can't get caught slipping, and don't let him make the fight rough. That's what Munguia needs to do.
yeah, that's what's up. So
He
I
should win
think
that.
I got Mugia. He should win this fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Now the fight that everybody's talking about. People think let me ask you this real quick. You
Mm.
think the Inoue and Nakatami fight is better than the Benavidez and Zerto fight? You think that Nakatami Inoue fight is better?
Uh,
Just from like a
yeah,
skill. I
yeah,
understand undisputed's on the line and belts are on the line in the Inoue fight, but just from a boxing standpoint, just skills, what goes on in
yes,
the ring.
yes,
You think
yes.
that fight is
Nakatani.
better?
Yeah, definitely. Nakatani anyway is better, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the Inoue Nakatami fight is better.
Yeah. You're gonna see a lot of high level boxing in that fight for sure.
Yeah, because they got
Yeah,
So I like Benavidez. Zerto was cool, but Japanese fighters they have better technique than Mexican fighters. I think we
yeah,
all know that.
yeah. Fact.
They fight better. They're more skilled.
Yeah,
Have better technique than them.
right. Plus, it's the
You
lower weight
know,
classes too.
yeah, that you can
Yeah,
factor that in.
yeah. So definitely, I agree with that. They're gonna be more technical. It's gonna be a more tactical fight overall when you look at the style matchup between the two.
Yeah, so that fight's better. But this is a great matchup though. Benavidez versus Zerto. Benavidez formerly was fighting at 175. He's claiming he's going to go back down. We'll see. But as of
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah,
he's fighting at cruiserweight.
yeah.
And Zerto was cruiserweight, 2-time champion, WBO, WBA.
Yep.
So this fight right here, in my opinion, I favor Benavidez to win. But I think we might be in for a surprise, not in the aspect of Benavidez might get beat, but
Right.
this fight might be tougher than we might think. I honestly
Fact.
think Zerto is going to put up a very, very tough challenge. I think Benavidez is going to win, but I think it's going to be a very hard-earned, difficult win. I really think that. I don't think he's going to go in there and just watch Zerto. I think he's going to win. Like I'm saying, he's going to win. I'm going for Benavidez. Team David over here, David 300 over here.
For sure.
I got a Benavidez shirt that I wear, so I fuck with Benavidez for real. Like I'm not even capping when I say that. That's one of my favorite fighters.
Me too.
I believe he's going to win, but I want to be fair. I do believe Zerto is going to put up a tough challenge, but I think David fuck around and persevere. How you think this fight's going to go?
Exactly what you said. I'm on point with you. Like I think Benavidez is gonna win, but I think it's gonna be tougher than what people expect. Like Like you always used to say when his first fight was just getting announced, Zerto ain't no bitch. Zerto ain't no like Zerto. He's in there to fight, and he got experience in this weight class, more experience than Benavidez, of course. So it's
Right.
not gonna be like a walk in the park for David. But we all know what David does. He gonna go in there. He gonna put pressure on. Like David don't give a fuck. He gonna walk to him and put pressure on him and everything like that. But it might not be as easy as people think, because Zerto is actually good at counter punching. Like he actually good at timing counters and landing hard shots. You know, in between combinations and stuff like that. He's shown improvement with that. The one factor I considered before is the speed difference. I think Benavidez is like way faster than Zerto. You know what I mean? Zerto fights at a slower tempo. So I think that's going to be a major factor. Benavidez, obviously, if he's still on point at this weight class, it is 25 extra pounds, but we got to wait till see. I think he should be good though. But the speed difference is one thing to consider as well. So I think that'll be in Benavidez's favor. He should win this fight by decision, I think.
Yeah, like, I agree with all that. I just think I think he might surprise us as well. I think he's gonna fight differently. I think he's gonna still do the classic Benavidez stuff, but I think he might have some different techniques because he's gonna. I said this last time. He's gonna need a jab in this fight.
Facts.
He's not. I don't think he should just. I'm just gonna come forward and hit him with big shots. He probably can do that because that's his style, and nobody stopped him from doing it. Maybe he might just do that. But I think if he throw a jab with that, I think that'll make him even deadlier. Like, I'm gonna jab you and I'm gonna bomb on you with these power shots. These shots I'm gonna hit you with.
Yep.
And I think he's gonna need that in this fight. Now I saw that sparring footage that leaked on Twitter. I saw it. That's sparring, but at the same time, sparring is important because it's not a real fight. They don't count, but you're still getting punches thrown at you like a real fight.
Definitely.
And you're still getting touched up like a real fight. Definitely. And I ain't gonna cap. In that video I saw, he was touching Zerto up.
He was touching him up. A lot of people they like to dismiss sparring like it's nothing. Like, it's true, sparring isn't like it's in a real fight.
No, it's not a real fight.
Right.
It has real elements in it though.
Yeah, exactly. As a professional, it has real elements in it because there's different types of sparring. Sometimes you spar somebody and you got a fight coming up, you do real hard sparring, like to try to, emulate a real fight. It's never gonna give you the exact experience as a real fight, but sometimes it does have those elements to it. But yeah, in that video, Benavidez was putting hands on him. But the fight will probably look different. I agree with your point about the jab. Benavidez should be more active with his jab, definitely in this fight. He fighting a guy who's big. Zerto is like, he should be the same size as Benavidez, if not a little bigger. So it's gonna be different.
Yeah, he's going to need that jab and a little bit different technique, but no, I think this is going to be a really good fight. I think it's just going to be a big test. Like, Zerto's a big dude. Pause. First fight at cruiserweight, 200 pounds, and Zerto got some good footwork. He's improved on that. Zerto got a little jab. Yeah, Zerto is not bad, but I think Benavidez is going to have to really, 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 really dig in his bag to win this fight. I don't think it's going to be like Yard where it's like, okay, this is what he's doing. All right, I got it. And get him out of there. I don't think it's going to go like that.
Yeah, it's different.
I don't think Zerto's going to go out like that. But I do got him losing. And if he does get stopped, it'll probably be late. Like, he dropped him in round 10 or some crazy shit like that. But I don't think it's going to be right off the bat where it's like Andrade, where he hit him in the second round, and it's like, oh shit, this shit about to be over with. Like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. I don't see that.
I rewatched Zerto's last fight against the Doritos dude, and I noticed Zerto, he likes to fight in bursts, like in short bursts, and he'll be like going through. Sometimes he'll take a period where he's kind of just like slipping punches or staying on the back foot. Then he'll fight in a burst, and then he'll go back and forth between that. So I wonder if he's gonna go with the same approach with Benavidez, probably to try to conserve his stamina throughout the entire fight.
That's going to be hard doing with Benavidez, though, because Benavidez, he got that Sugar Ray Leonard thing where it's like he's never too tired to throw punches, like Sugar Ray Leonard used to back in the day. Yeah, seriously. For those that don't know, Sugar Ray Leonard was a fighter that never got tired to throw punches. He was always able to do it no matter what round it was in. Because there's probably some young people out here that don't know that. Yeah. But that ain't. I don't see that working on Bennett because David is going to keep coming and he's not going to be too tired to throw no punch.
No, you can't do that.
He's going to throw them. He's going to throw a punch. Yep. So it's like that might not be able to do that with him. Maybe somebody else, but not him. Yeah, like, I don't know about that.
I think another factor too. that people forget is Zerto's a southpaw, and
Yeah.
Benavidez Morel is a southpaw, pretty
Right.
sure. Is not Yard Andrade a southpaw? I think he
Yeah.
is.
Andrade
Yeah, yeah.
Southpaw. Yup.
Andrade and Benavidez, he destroyed both those guys. Um,
Yup.
so that's a factor to consider. And Benavidez, he does well against southpaws, for sure.
Yeah, he's shown that he can deal with that because
Yeah, yeah.
Morel is an explosive puncher
Yep.
when he could be. He's actually a stronger puncher than Benavidez, to be honest with you. Like when
Yeah.
it comes to like one punch, he's actually a
facts.
little bit stronger than Benavidez. Benavidez is better, but Morel has that one punch ability where it's like he hit you once, you can go down.
Yep.
Benavidez, he can, but he does his most damage when it's like accumulation of punches, like combination punches. That's where he really fucks you up. But just going in there and hitting you one time and putting you down, he probably can do it, but that's not what he does. He's more of a combination. Morel, I've seen him just knock niggas out one punch.
With one shot, yeah, facts.
So he's actually a stronger puncher than Benavidez, low key.
Yep.
But I think Benavidez combination punching is what does it, because it's like you got to do. David Benavidez is a big dude, bro, and he got fast hands. He can just punch like that. Like that's crazy. Like you don't really see no other big dude punching like that. Atama, but that's just one other guy.
That's the one
but
other
just
guy.
In boxing, he's like literally the only dude that's big like that for the past 7-8 years that just got fast hands like that for a big dude.
Combinations and stamina.
Yeah, that. And then another thing about Benavidez, like he gets his hands back in a defensive position real quick too. So it's like you'll be trying to hit him and he gets his hands back where it's like you're hitting that glove, you're not hitting him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He does that really good too. One of the few fighters that does that. Some fighters might be a little slow with that, or they might get their hand back late and get caught. He does a good job of like, he threw punches, you're trying to hit back, grab it, he pulled his hands back in defensive position, you can't hit him, you're hitting the gloves and all that. Yeah. And then he also has this good ability where he knows how to like walk in on you, but while he's walking in, he knows how to deflect punches and catch punches with his gloves instead of getting hit clean.
Yes, definitely.
People don't give Benavidez credit. You know, he got a lot of haters. You know, the Canelo people, they hate him because he threats to Canelo and all that bullshit. So you hear all that stupid, all that little retarded shit they be saying.
Exactly.
So, but if you actually watch the fight, see, me and you got a boxing eye. We know what we're talking about.
Right.
These guys just love Canelo and they just want to talk down on fighters they don't like instead of actually talking about what's really going on. That's why me and you have a hard time with these guys, because they don't be getting it.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Facts. That's facts. But what you just said right there is all facts about Benavidez. Is like defense. He got underrated defense, but people, like you said, trolls, haters, they don't pay attention. Benavidez got a good active high guard, meaning like he has a high guard, but he'll deflect punches with it at the same time while walking in. I like how when Benavidez, he'll flip one punch and he'll counter with combinations. Like he showed that a lot in the Bozic fight. Like he'll slip a punch, slip two punches, and he'll come back with four. He did that with Yard too. So like his defense is underrated. He got good head movement. He got a good guard, good reflexes, and he has he'll return his hand back to the guard like very well. So overall, his defense is on point. Definitely.
Yeah, because when I say the Canelo people, because somebody in the chat, it's the people that like Canelo. That's who's leading the charge and like talking down on Benavidez. See, I literally or the mistake a lot of people make about me. I'm very good at observing. Like I should have been a cop because I have great observational skills. Like I'm very good at noticing things. And what I've noticed by being in the YTBC, the only people that are like, oh, fuck Benavidez, he's not this, is people that like Canelo. Nobody that's like a neutral boxing fan that's fair-minded is saying shit like that. It's just people that like Canelo. That's who, all that anti-Canelo stuff, nobody else is saying stuff like that. That's how I know, like, it's the Canelo people that like Canelo. Because these Canelo fans, they think fucking Canelo is Jesus Christ or some shit like that. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
They worship that guy, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, like they worship this guy. Then you know, they like to get slick. They'll be like, oh, black fighters do the same thing with black fighters, knowing damn well it's not comparable.
Literally not.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the little games they like to play and shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these like Canelo fans, they like to troll people that are not fans of Canelo, like how they do me and shit. I came on there and I was like, I like Canelo, but I don't think he's the best fighter. They troll me over and over again because of that. I got a dick, pause, I'm not gay or nothing, but I got a dick ride him for them to give me credit. Like, I'm not doing that bullshit. Because real boxing fans don't dick ride like them dudes do.
Never, definitely not. It's wild, bro. Like, I'm glad you pointed that out. It's, you notice it's only the Canelo groupies who hate on Benavidez. Like, if you look at any of these dudes who say Benavidez sucks or Benavidez never unified or any of this other
Canelo
bull,
fans.
click on their profile picture and you'll see Canelo or Mexican flags and Eddie Reynoso and Canelo and all this shit. That's all they do, bro. It's them guys specifically. So, like, you can't really, if you ask anybody who hate Benavidez, ask them why they hate Benavidez. They can't give you a real reason why, bro.
Exactly.
What's there
It's
to hate?
just like debating some of these guys online. You know who I'm talking about. You hit them with some facts, they respond with trolling.
Literally, that's
Like,
all they
can
do.
you debunk what I said about boxing? They would rather troll. And it's
They
like,
can't.
okay, I see what this is. You
They
can't fuck with this. So I'm lacing y'all with nothing but facts. When I was over there, I was dropping nothing but facts over there, and all they can do is troll me.
Yep.
They couldn't
Right.
actually respond like, oh, that's not true.
They-
They couldn't even do this. All trolling.
That's all they do. Like with the dude, IBFP, he was making it a point to repeat Bomac's interview where he said that Terrence Crawford take advantage of lower weight classes to win titles and all that stuff. You already debunked this anyway, but he keeps repeating that point to try to say, oh, look, Bud Crawford was a weight bully or whatever, some bullshit. And I'm saying, okay, first of all, if you actually watch the interview, what Bomac, the point he was making was, if you can make a lower weight class, why not take advantage of being able to do that and win titles there, which is what every multi-division world champion does.
Right.
Most fighters is not fighting at their natural weight when they fight in these lower weight classes, besides like a handful of guys like Floyd, for example, like who fought at around his natural weight. But other than that, most guys, when they in those lower weight classes, they don't fight at their natural weight. It doesn't make you a weight bully or whatever, the bullshit that they try to say this dude's a weight bully or that dude's a weight bully. If you want
if you can make the weight, you're not weight bullying it. I made the weight. Like, and then you also got to take into account that I might possibly be putting myself at a disadvantage that I'm actually dropping down to this weight. So how am I weight bully? You know what I mean?
That's a great point. So that's the point I want to make too. They pick and choose whether it's an advantage or a disadvantage. Like one fighter, they'll look at him and say, oh, this dude's fighting at a lower weight class. He's at a disadvantage. He's weight drained. Then they'll look at another guy and say, oh, this dude, he's a weight bully. Which one is it? Is it either you're being drained or you being a weight bully? You can't be both at the same time. So it makes sense. If you look at Crawford at 135, Crawford was drained at 135. You could look at his face and you could see his skeleton. He was like completely messed up.
Right.
As he moved up, he got better and better. You can't say that he was having a weight advantage because when he was at 147, we've seen the numbers. He didn't rehydrate that much. He had a normal rehydration, not over 10%, which is normal.
Right.
So it's another bullshit narrative. Like you said, they can come up with a narrative for anything. Nothing's off limits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if I'm dropping myself down to make a weight, I'm low key putting myself at a disadvantage.
Exactly.
So how am I weight bully?
Makes no sense.
So I don't understand that. What they said was, if they would have known how good it felt to go to 168, they would have did it years ago. That's what they said. They didn't say, oh, we're taking advantage of smaller weight classes. Didn't say no shit. Like nobody never said that.
Did not say that.
And those guys just get up there with that nonsense, and then here we go. We gotta address it because a lot of nonsense gets said, and sometimes gotta debunk it. So we gotta talk about it, and that's how that plays out.
There was this thing that I just saw on Twitter. It said Canelo, he went to Switzerland and they did like a body scan and a brain scan. I don't know if you saw it. And they said that he's in like the greatest shape that they ever seen out of all their clients. They said his biological age is 26 years old.
Yeah.
So but after the Crawford fight, everybody said Canelo's washed. Canelo's 100 years old. He's this, he's that. But look at his last few fights up until the Crawford fight. Like you said, it's not like he was fighting killers or anything, but he was fighting younger, bigger guys. Like he wasn't fighting trash opponents like Jaime Munguia.
Nah.
Yeah, like he was fighting dudes who actually like decent, young, big opponents, and he won all of them by unanimous decision.
Right.
If the Skull fight was, there was a little put an asterisk next to that one because if you look at the Skull fight, he didn't really win that fight for real. But the other ones,
that's a write off. put that to the
Yeah,
side. Yeah,
yeah, but that's a stylistic thing. The Lada fight, a lot of people don't think he won that, and of course the Crawford fight we've seen, that's a stylistic thing. But Canelo was winning these fights though, so it's not
yeah,
like you can't think of one fighter in history who was considered washed and is coming off of a 6-fight win streak. Like that makes no
yeah,
sense.
yeah. That's what I was arguing when I was over there. I was arguing
Yeah,
that, and they was like I said, they trolled me instead of actually proving me wrong on that because it's like
exactly.
he was off a 6-fight winning streak, but he's washed. And
Literally
then they said after he lost, like what? Nah, bro, that's inconsistent. That ain't consistent.
inconsistent. Exactly. Like when you think of the word washed for a fighter, you look at their last 6 fight, you expect to see that they got TKO twice. They
Right.
lost like you expect to see them getting beat up. It's like, okay, this dude he's done. But I don't know. It's weird with these guys. They always got something to say.
Yeah. He said, what you think about Canelo is shout out to Boxing 9741. He
Yeah.
said Canelo's gonna be at the fight.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Him and De La Hoya.
Mhm.
They said they're gonna be at the fight, which is
Definitely.
dope.
Definitely.
What if now this is gonna probably break the internet. What if after the fight Benavidez win, Canelo gets in the ring and says, I challenge you to fight at 175, do you accept? And then they challenge him. That would break the internet, bro.
That would destroy the internet, bro. That's great. That would be crazy. And I hear a lot of people saying, like, oh, the only reason Canelo's there is to support his teammate Munguia. After the Munguia fight, he gonna go home. Was Canelo at Munguia's last fight? No, his last fight was on the undercard of Canelo's fight with Williams Cole. But even before that, have you ever seen Canelo pull up to a Munguia fight? No.
Yeah, so
I haven't.
Yeah.
What's good?
I was trying to call out that Enoch dude. He was trying to go with that racial shit again.
He a clown.
Yeah, he always troll. He always trolls me when he comes over here. He always does that. There was another guy who's come over here too, and he used to troll, but he stopped coming over here. But yeah, he trolls me every chance he get.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to go like, bring me up, dude. Like he said, you guys support him because he's black, and you guys are black. I'm like, how do you know I'm not black?
Yeah, he tripping.
He a clown, bro. That dude Enoch. But he be in the chat before anybody. Like he's the number one guy. He's solid as number one fan.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yep.
1,000% facts. But yeah, that would break the internet. That happened.
Definitely.
Though. He got in the ring. Was like, I challenge you. Next fight, 175, and then Benavidez accepts. That'd be crazy. But you never know though. Something like that might happen. I think we should stay tuned to that. I think we should stay tuned.
I think he'll stay to watch the Benavidez fight because why not? But I don't know about him stepping in. I hope he does though. That would be crazy. Yeah,
that'd be dope. Because that'll take away the plan. Because I don't know if you read, I don't know if you saw it, but they're saying that Bivol and Benavidez might be the next fight if they both win their fights. Yep. That's a highly anticipated fight.
Hell yeah.
But let me say this to you though, and then let me get your response to this. Mm-hmm. Now, that's a great matchup. We both know that. Highly anticipated, long overdue. Definitely. We love Bivol. We think Bivol is an all-time great. We love Benavidez. Yep. So that's a great matchup. But check this out though. What if I told you the Bivol fight is not even worth it anymore, and Benavidez should just stay at cruiserweight and fight Apataya for these reasons right here? Mm-hmm. Apataya and Benavidez are the same age. He's younger, so he's fighting a younger guy, a more dangerous guy. That's a more appropriate fight. You fight Bivol. Bivol is up there in age. He's not old, but he's up there in age. He's coming off a back injury. He had 2 fights with Peterbiev where it's believed that he has some steam took off, or he, has some damage done to him in that fight. Yeah. So beating a guy like that might not be as looked at in a high regard as beating a guy like Opataia who doesn't have no issues like that. Is undefeated, young, because Benavidez and Opataia are the same age, young, highly anticipated fight. So that's the fight that people should want instead of the Bivol Benavidez fight. What you think about that?
I agree 100%. And I always said, like, if Benavidez beats Zerto, to me, what makes the most sense is to fight Apataya next, because, I mean, you want to go back down to 175. That's 25 pounds that you just gained that you want to cut down again. You're not going to feel the same ever again fighting at 175. So it's like, and of course, Beterbiev is MIA. Who knows if he'll ever even fight again? And Bivol, like you said, he's getting up in age and everything like this. And that fight just, been so long overdue. The smarter decision is to just stay at cruiserweight and just make that your division. Fuck it, even maybe go up to heavyweight one day. Who knows? But once you go up that threshold from light heavyweight to cruiserweight, that's 25 pounds. It's just better to just stay there for real. I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I agree with what you're saying. I don't know if he can or if he can't do it. I wouldn't mind the Bivol fight, but I think if that fight is to happen, I feel like it would make more sense if Bivol moved up to cruiserweight.
Yeah, facts.
Can he do that though? Because Bivol's been a pro for 12 going on 13 years, all in the same weight class. So he's probably due for a jump up in weight, and he probably could benefit from putting on that extra muscle. And I did see an interview. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a stretch, but I did see an interview where he said that he'd be interested in doing that Bivol.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's something that can happen. Because he's been at that weight for a very long time now. He's probably looking like, hey, I could probably put on some more muscle and go up in weight, cruiserweight. Be cool. Because I kind of agree with that. I would love the Bivol fight because I think Bivol's the only dude that might have a chance to beat Benavidez. I call that a 50-50 fight. Like, I can't say Benavidez will just beat him like I can say he'll beat somebody else. I got to give that 50-50. Yeah. So I would like that fight, but I kind of agree with that because it's like, yeah, Bivol's getting up there, and yeah, he did have that back injury, and he had those 2 fights with Beterbiev, and he probably got some unfinished business there. Right. And it's like Opataya, he's younger. He's at Benavidez's age. He's a young, dangerous fighter. They're at the same weight. They're at the same weight class as of right now. Yeah. So maybe he should fight Opataya instead of going back down to fight Bivol. So maybe the Bivol fight has lost steam.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I always thought. That makes more sense logically to just stay at cruiserweight and fight Opataya. I mean, you got a chance to go undisputed fighting Opataya, not from that fight specifically. There's other champions. I think Opataya actually wanted to do a unification fight with the other dude who got the belt at cruiserweight. So there is a chance that Benavidez could potentially become undisputed or unified fighting Opataya. It makes more sense. But I guess he's adamant in going down to fight Bivol. He just been calling Bivol saying that we're gonna go back down to 75. Maybe his team knows something we don't. Maybe they have a plan to be able to do that. But yeah, I agree with you though.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I welcome the fight though, because that's a great matchup. We'll see if that happens. But they're saying if they both win, they're looking at later this year. I would say November. Yeah, that would make the most sense. November, like them fights before Thanksgiving week, like last year. So I would say some shit like that. So that's cool.
Yep. Did you talk about the Shakur and Haney thing?
Shakur and Haney. No, I just commented on it. I said that if they were to fight, I don't think the fight's going to happen. But if they did fight, I would kind of favor Shakur. I don't think that fight's going to happen though.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. But I agree with you. I would favor Shakur too.
Yeah, I fuck with Haney. Haney, my guy. I know a lot of people don't like Haney because he don't be knocking niggas out. But Haney got skills, man. I fuck with Haney, man. Haney, my dude, man.
Haney a good fighter, but I think Shakur got a deeper bag though, and the style match.
Yeah,
Shakur.
Shakur.
Distance management and the jab. I think I'll give him the edge in that, but it's still winnable for Haney.
Yeah, Shakur is the greatest. Like, he's the most skilled fighter in boxing right now, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Inoue, Usyk, Bivol. Formerly Terrence Crawford, he's retired, but I think as of right now, it might have to go to Shakur.
When we talk about hit and not being hit, like he got that, bro. The distance management and then the counters and everything, like he's on point with that. You can't take away nothing from him when it comes to that.
Yeah,
he's on
That's
point.
what I'm saying. So I might get.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just saying it's only a few guys who I think could beat Shakur in boxing. Like a handful, like maybe 3 or 4 dudes who I think could beat Shakur. Like that's Tank, Keyshawn, Haney could win. I mean, that's probably about it for real. Maybe a few more names. But other than that, I favor Shakur like against anybody.
I think the only guy that got a real chance to beat him for real is Tank.
Tank.
I think Tank. A fully 100% focused Tank, no outside the ring distractions. That nigga's just 100% locked in. Like, I'm boxing. I don't give a fuck. Fuck everybody. Yeah. I think a fully focused, motivated Tank is the only dude that could potentially beat Shakur.
Facts.
Because Tank got the skills and he got the power. Yeah. I think everybody else probably lose, but I think Tank. The problem with Tank is, as we all know, a lot of stuff has came up outside the ring, got in trouble. Right. But when it's time to box, when it's time to put on gloves and box, and Tank is focused, Tank ain't on bullshit. He's just focused on boxing. Ain't nobody fucking with that dude.
No, most definitely. I agree with that too. Like, and I always said that Tank and Shakur 50-55. I know you said the same thing. Me personally, I lean towards Tank for various reasons. I know some people will lean towards Shakur, but that fight is the fight to make in boxing. Like for American,
Yeah.
that fight is huge.
Yeah, that's the fight right there. That's the fight. But Tank got stuff going on, so it's probably not going to happen. But that's the fight. That fight is still in demand. I mean,
It is.
Tank's not really old. Tank's not old. He's not like 34, 35. He's younger than that. So it's like
he's 31.
The fight can still go down. It's just
definitely
a lot of stuff just came up outside the ring. It just got in the way. So it's like it's just not happening right now. But that's still the number one fight. That fight and the Benavidez and Canelo fight were the two fights that everybody wanted to see in the past 5 years.
People wanted to see. And it's like the Canelo and Benavidez one kind of is like the chance of that happening is very low right now. Unfortunately, the fight though at that time, everybody was talking about that. Now, Tank Shakur is like the big one, and that fight still has a good chance of happening. But like you said, Tank got things out the ring, and he still got some unfinished business too with the Lamont Roach. Like a lot of people want to see the rematch with that, me included. And so it's like but I do think that fight will happen, and when it does, it'll be huge for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because that's the only dude that I think got a chance. Is Tank. I think everybody else. Keyshawn, my dude. I fuck with Keyshawn.
Yeah.
I don't think he would beat Shakur. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Shakur better than Keyshawn. More experience, overall, just more tactical, sharper. It's gonna be hard for Keyshawn to land on him.
Yeah, and I think Haney. I like Haney. Haney is dope, but I don't think he would beat. I think Haney would do better than Keyshawn, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Even though Keyshawn is a bigger puncher than Haney, but I think Haney's technical ability and his IQ, I think he'll do better.
Definitely.
But I don't think he'll win though.
Nah. I think the factor with Tank is like when I look at Shakur Stevenson fighting southpaws who got fast movements and they can hit hard, Shakur, he wins them fights. But you could tell, you could see like an avenue, like him being pushed to the ropes and stuff like that. Him having to deal with somebody who's in the same stance as him. They fighting in a closed stance, and he got speed and power. You could see it's gonna be something a little different for Shakur Stevenson with fighting Tank, and vice versa, because Tank gonna have to deal with somebody who's exceptional at controlling distance and using his jab. So it's on both sides. It's gonna be something different from both guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that. So that's the only that's the only matchup where I can see him possibly losing. But I think everybody else gets smoked. But I'm trying to find out who the fuck is Haney going to fight next though.
That's what I was thinking too. Because first it was supposed to be
Rolly.
Then I guess there was some dispute over the money or something, so that fell through. Then what else? It was Rolly and somebody else. Ryan, I think.
Yeah, they said the Ryan rematch.
Yeah, they was looking at that, and then that fell through. Ryan focused on Conor Benn, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess they're thinking about they're going to do Conor Benn and Ryan in August, if this source I'm reading is correct.
Okay, that's what I heard too. So yeah, they want to make that fight so quick after seeing Conor Benn last fight. Ryan want to jump in there with him. So
I feel like Haney should go ahead and fight Hitchens since he's at 147 now.
That's a good fight. They should do that because Hitchens did just move to 47.
Yeah, if I'm Haney, I would fight him. Like, let's run it.
Most definitely.
They're not really, and they're actually rivals.
Yeah,
they're not cool.
Nah,
so
sure.
That should be a good little grudge match.
That's a good fight. Yeah, definitely.
So I would do, if I'm Devin Haney, I would look at fighting Hitchens. Like, let me scrap with him.
Yep. Yeah, Hitchens would be a good fight.
Yeah, because he ain't got no fight lined up, and a lot of people were looking forward to a Devin Haney summertime fight, and it don't. Yeah, well, it still could happen. It still could happen.
It's still possible,
But it's just that we ain't heard nothing, and it's quiet.
Right.
So Shakur, he's saying September he might come back.
Yeah,
but the fight,
Moritaya, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I say that because I saw an interview he did recently where he said that's when he was looking to fight again, like the fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one reason why I'm saying that. But that shit could change. You know how niggas change their mind, or I said that, but then something different happened. So he might fuck around and have a fight announced next month, and he's fighting in July. You just never know.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yep.
But this is a fight that I want to see. and he just got done beating up an OG.
Say it again.
And what'd you say?
Well, could you repeat what you just said? The audio cut out a little bit.
Oh, my bad. Nah, this is a fight that I actually want to see. It's one guy is going through something right now legally, and the other guy just got done beating the OG. But I think this would be a great matchup.
Yeah.
Because Boots is fighting Xander. That's locked. I would like to see Fundora fight Virgil. Virgil Ortiz versus Sebastian Fundora. I think that's a great fight.
That's a great fight. That's a great fight right there, for sure.
I think that fight makes sense because Boots has already got a fight with Xander. So Boots and Virgil is not happening right now. Maybe later. But I think Virgil's next fight should be Fundora. When that shit's over with, they should put him in there with Fundora. Fundora, I say that because I just saw an interview where Fundora said he will fight Virgil. He said he wants to fight him in September. Sebastian Fundora said that.
Definitely. They should line that up then.
And I think when they get over that Virgil shit with the Golden Boy, that crazy shit they got going on, line that up.
Definitely.
You know? Because everybody thinks Virgil is really, really good. Let's see.
Yeah. We'll see. We gotta put him to the test.
Yeah, let's run that. I want to see. I think that's a great fight for him. Because me personally, I'm not being a prisoner of the moment. I'm not no recency bias. I honestly think Fundora would beat him personally.
Bro, I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to say, but I think Fundora. I give Fundora the edge against Virgil Ortiz. I'm not gonna lie.
I just feel like he has better technique because I recently watched the Ortiz fight, and then I was watching the Fundora fight, and for what I saw when I did the comparison, Fundora has better technique.
Definitely.
Than Virgil. Virgil's probably, I don't know if he's a bigger puncher, but Virgil probably has a little bit better punch output, maybe. But Fundora's technique is better.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think Fundora would beat him just based off of that. And that's why I would pick him to beat Virgil if that fight actually happened.
Virgil get hit a lot too. Like, especially in that fight with Sergey Bolchak, you seen him, he was getting hit a lot. I guess he just absorbs the punches, whatever. He just like
that's funny you say that because that's the fight I recently rewatched.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
He was getting hit a lot in that fight. Yeah, he was getting hit,
got dropped twice.
A little too much. He got dropped twice. There's some people me personally, I felt he lost that fight, but I'm not alone. Other people felt that he lost too.
I was telling everybody Virgil. I remember watching that fight live, and I'm like, Virgil lost, but they gonna give him, the win, and that's what happened. But definitely, he was getting caught a lot in that fight. He got dropped 2 times. Fundora got power. Fundora is he got natural power because he's a big guy. He got bone density and shit like that. He might not knock you out with one punch, but your face will be busted up. If you remember what happened to Lubin when he fought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fundora is a strong puncher, and he has really good technique. The way he sets up his shots, the way he uses jab to get them combos in, he does that better than Virgil. And I can see him eating Virgil up with that.
I agree, 100%. I mean, that's definitely the fight to make. The only thing I'll say about Fundora is you could catch him with that overhand.
You got to watch out for that. Yeah,
you got to watch out for that. But other than that, he could really just turn Virgil Ortiz into target practice, bro. With his height, Virgil Ortiz never fought anybody that tall. Put them combinations together, keep his distance. It could be a really rough night for Virgil.
Yeah, I see that. I see that happening to Virgil if they ever fight. If that fight happens,
definitely.
But nah, man, to take it back to the 2 fights we talked about. Yeah, I just think great. It's going to be a great weekend of boxing. Internet's going to be buzzing.
Yeah,
but I think the Inoue Nakatami fight is the best fight of the whole weekend. But the Benavidez and because those are going to be prime time hours and shit in the evening.
Yep.
Benavidez and Zerto, but I just think Benavidez just got to, like I said, he just got to use a jab. But I'm very confident he's going to win, though. But I just don't believe it's not going to go like how he did Anthony Yard. If he washes Zerto, where he just beats this nigga the fuck up and drops him or stops him, or they got to stop the fight, or he knocks him out.
Yeah,
I'm willing to put David in the top 5 pound for pound list. That I don't know if that's a stretch. I might be willing to put him up there.
No stretch. If he washes Zerto or stops him and just fucks him up, top 5 pound for pound for me too. I'm putting him up there. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that if he does that, because that will really That would really surprise me if he does that. Your first fight at cruiserweight, you're fighting a guy that's at this point at natural cruiserweight, and you go in there and just put hands on him like that, and you get him out of there, and you beat this nigga like how you did the other nigga, and you win the belts. You get the salute. You get the 2 belts. I'm like, he do that. You gotta stamp him top 5 pound for pound. How can you hate on that?
I mean, literally though, that would be insane if he were able to do that for sure. Because I mean, like a lot of people are expecting him to just win by decision, like we are too. But if he goes in there and destroys him, like damn, this guy really is he a beast, bro. He moving up 25 pounds and stopping to do in this first fight. The champion. Come on.
Yeah, because it's likely he's going to win a 12-round decision. But shit, if he go in there and say fuck that, I'm stopping him, and he actually does that, he hit him with some combos, he got him wobbly, then he finished him, or the referee got to step in. Shit, he pulled that off.
That would be great.
Top 5, man. David 300, man.
Most definitely put him in the top 5 if he does that for sure.
You can't even hate. He'll be 32-0.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like, yeah, you can't hate on that.
Yep.
So
hey, BYU, he in the chat. He say Onslaught hates Virgil. See, well, Onslaught is certain fighters that I like to use to expose talking points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Lomachenko, I use Lomachenko to expose the whole what they said about Crawford. Oh, he ain't got that many miles. Oh, he shouldn't retire. He should keep fighting and everything. Because Lomachenko had less fights than Terrence Crawford.
Right.
He been fighting for less years and all that. And he was younger and he retired. And they had nothing to say. But when Bud Crawford retired, all of a sudden, he didn't fight enough. His age is not real. All the bullshit. So I use it to expose that for sure. Then with Virgil, Virgil is the first time I ever like talked to IBFB. That's the first time I ever went to that channel because I noticed they would look at Tank and say he's a 30-year-old prospect. Tank is a prospect. He did nothing in his career and all this. Then they will take Virgil Ortiz and just glaze the shit out of him. Like Virgil he's like that. He's better than Terrence Crawford. I'm like, yo, how many world titles has Virgil? That's what I'm saying. Like Virgil won 0 world titles. He beat 0 world champions at that time. Virgil has done nothing. He hasn't even been proven yet for real. He is literally a prospect, a contender, or whatever you want to call him. You could say what you want to say about Tank. Certain fights didn't happen, but Tank is a multi-division world champion. He beat hella world champions. You know what I mean? Like Virgil hasn't done that. So I use certain fighters to expose narratives, but it ain't really like hating for real. I like to use those guys.
No, it ain't hate. It can't, factual information can never be considered hate.
Facts. Exactly.
So it's never a hate. Hating is like somebody saying, this is hate right here. Somebody that claims they know boxing, they watch boxing, but they'll sit here and tell you that, Terrence Crawford's not a great counterpuncher. That's hating right there.
Thank you. Right. Because you're just going against the facts.
Yeah. Exactly. You go against the facts, you're a hater. Like somebody saying that, Canelo's a better boxer than Terrence Crawford. Then you actually study their fighting styles and pay attention to what they do in the ring. You can clearly see Crawford's better, but you still want to say Canelo's better. You're hating on Crawford.
Yep.
Because you can still like Canelo, but understand that other fighters are better. You can still do that.
Exactly.
Like me, I like Benavidez, but I understand that Bivol is better technically than Benavidez, but I still like Benavidez. See, Canelo fans don't know how to do that. They can't do that.
They would never be able to do that and just say they just look at two guys. They look at Canelo and look at Crawford, and they know that Crawford clearly better, but they wouldn't be able to just admit that they can't do that. They gotta glaze. They gotta go over the top. Yeah. But like you were Benavidez fan. We're both of us Benavidez fans, but we both agree like Dimitri Bivol got more skills, and stylistically we will favor Bivol over Benavidez, even though we like Dave Benavidez.
Exactly.
They can't do that.
Yeah, they can't do that because it's very obvious if your eyeballs working, you understand boxing.
Yeah,
that Terrence Crawford is better than Crawford. I mean, I said Crawford. Terrence Crawford is better than Canelo.
Easily, easily.
Like, and if you argue that, then you're just here to troll. Because, like I said, trolls, they run. I'm telling you, the trolls, they run this YTB, the YouTube boxing. The trolls run this shit. They're everywhere. Yeah, you say something they don't like, they trolling your ass. They don't give a fuck. They don't even care if what you said is true. They gonna troll. That's how this shit go.
Yeah, BYU, he just joking with me already. He always, he'll point out, say, Onslaught hate this dude, but he just fucking with me. But
BYU solid.
Yeah, he's solid. He's solid. He just fucking with me. But I know, like, they'll look at you saying something about a fighter for a moment and just say, "Oh, you're a hater." No, that's not what hate is. Stating facts about somebody is not hate. Absolutely not. Like I'll say
Right.
whatever I want to say about Loma, but you'll never hear me say Loma's not a great boxer or Loma does not have technical skills. No, Loma was like that. Like even
Oh
Virgil,
yeah.
yeah, even Virgil. Virgil is a good boxer. Like he a dog in the ring. You will never hear me discount that. So I always
Even
give props.
Canelo.
Even
Neither one of
Canelo.
us ever said Canelo was trash. We just said that
Hell
he ain't
no.
better than him.
Hell no.
Nobody said he was trash. I never said Canelo was trash.
Definitely not. Canelo, we always give him his props. He's an elite boxer, bro. He's a very good boxer. He top 1%, but of course, you know, against Bud Crawford, it's different.
Yeah, Bud is just different.
Nah, he's
TC just different, bro.
different, bro. He proved it time and time again. So it's like sometimes you just gotta be able to step back, even if somebody's your favorite fighter, and you just gotta be honest about it. Like even with Tank, everybody know Tank is one of my favorite fighters. I'm a big Gervonta Davis fan, but I'm not about to beat around the bush. Like when they was talking about him and Devin Haney, and Tank is like, they say you could fight with Turkey. That's a huge opportunity. And Tank is like, send me 2 Lamborghinis. It's like, come on, bro.
Right, exactly.
That's fishy. Like, bro, talking about Lamborghinis, you know you're gonna get a big bag with Turkey. And then he said, oh well, if I go over with Turkey, Devin is his guy. So if he goes to the distance, blah 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 blah. Like, bro, that shows insecurity. You know,
Right.
if you confident in your skills and abilities, you're not worried about the scorecards. You just go in there, like
Right.
going at enemy turf. You're not worried about that. So even though
I agree with that.
Yeah, even though I'm a fan of Tank, I'll admit these things. Like you got to hold fighters accountable.
Yeah, it's just like basketball. I fuck with basketball. Like
Yeah,
Anthony Edwards, my favorite player, but I understand that SGA is a little bit better.
facts.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm not even the Ant-Man, my guy, but I know like SGA, he does things a little bit better. And that's not, and I don't have to be mad about that. These guys get mad when you got to put them the truth like that. Like, nigga, just the truth.
Facts.
It is what it is. Stop hating.
It ain't a big deal, bro. Like these fighters, you don't got to be that emotionally invested that you can't, you know what I mean, keeping 100 with them. It doesn't matter how much, you know, of a fan you are, them. You just got to keep it real. And they'll say, oh, you don't hold Bud Crawford accountable though. We never heard you talk. There's not really much negative to say about Terrence Crawford. I mean, if we being real, look at his career.
Yeah, I never understood that. To be honest with you, I don't confuse easily, but I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I kind of was confused when they were saying that. I was kind of confused. Like, hold them accountable for what? I literally was like, what are they? I kind of like I had to think about it because I didn't. When they first started saying that, I was like, what do they mean hold Crawford accountable? Hold him accountable for what? I had to think about that. Yeah, and to be honest, I still quite don't know. To be honest,
I don't know what the hell they talk. They say you got to hold Bud accountable for what? Like,
yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, what did he do where he needs to be held accountable?
Bro, his career is perfect. He got 42 wins, you know, 0 losses, undisputed 3 times. What do you want me to say? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I said in my this video earlier this week. Like Crawford had a better career and he's a better fighter. 42-0.
Facts.
Never lost a step up fight. Beat whoever they put in the ring with him. Yep. These guys claim they love knockouts. Well, Crawford gave you that. Damn near 10 years, 11 straight knockouts, 11 straight fights. Canelo didn't do that. On his way out the door, he beat 3 champions in a row, 2 of them pound for pound, and then he went up in weight and beat the guy. Took his belts.
Exactly.
Canelo never did none of that shit. So how did he have a better career?
Not even.
So I challenge anybody to come over here and try to debate that because that's not true.
They can't debate that because when you go against hard facts, bro, you're just gonna end up looking stupid trying to go against it. Like that dude, Real Twinkie Combat, with the argument you're making right now. I made that same argument against that goof troop, and he was steady bringing up shit that got nothing to do with what's going on in the ring. He'll say, yeah,
exactly.
Canelo got better drink brands. Canelo got more gas stations. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? We talking about boxing, and he just like, yeah, you just want to accept that Canelo. He make more money. Nigga, that's not your money, bro. Canelo, you will never see 1 single peso from Canelo's purse, bro. Why are you bragging about his money? Let's talk about boxing. They can't go back and forth on that.
Somebody, I did a video a while ago talking about Canelo and all that, and somebody had said to me, they said, oh, Canelo got pay-per-view vibes better than anybody. And I was like, a lot of fighters got great pay-per-view buys. Like Anthony
fighters.
Joshua, his numbers through the roof. Probably a little bit better than Canelo's. I gotta look at it, but I'm pretty sure Anthony Joshua does better than Canelo. I gotta double check. But I'm thinking, Fury, them UK guys got that shit on lock. Really, Tank does great numbers. He's an American. His numbers is good. Boosh just sold out multiple shows I saw. Atlantic City, he had a show in Philadelphia that was sold out. So you say that like Canelo, the only one that do pay-per-view numbers. Like that's questionable.
Literally, like it's weird. They want to use pay-per-views to brag. Like we start off talking about boxing, and when it's clear that there's no way they could possibly say Canelo's a better fighter than Crawford, they just
outside the ring,
completely shift the goalposts to pay-per-view buys. If you want to talk about pay-per-view buys all time, Canelo's not even the number one guy. Floyd and Pacquiao got more pay-per-view buys than Canelo. Mike Tyson got more. Like there's
facts.
Canelo not the biggest star in boxing history.
That's facts.
So
just like BYU.
Yeah.
No, that's all facts. Just like BYU said, Canelo tested positive, not Crawford. That's not hating on Canelo. That's a fact.
It's a fact. You know
that actually happened.
You can't be mad at facts. It's the truth. Like he tested positive. Canelo does not have a better jab than Crawford, and it's wild to me that there were some people who tried to make that argument before the fight. Like that goes to show where they at mentally. You got some screws loose up top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're not paying attention to what goes on in the ring. You're probably just watched a few highlights, read some stats, and that's it. But you ain't watching the fights, my guy, because you're tripping if you think Canelo got a better jab than Crawford. That's crazy, bro.
The whole panel, I'm talking about IBFP. Park Street was the one who made the argument, and it was all agreeing with him. And I was the only dude saying, like, bro, you guys are delusional if you think Canelo got a better jab than Crawford. And they try to look up CompuBox statistics. I'm like, fuck the statistics, bro. Look at the jab. Look at how Crawford uses his jab, and look at how Canelo uses his jab. You're an idiot if you think Canelo's is better. And of course, the fight showed that.
Yeah, and then when they fought,
it
was exposed he don't got a better jab. I had that same issue with Steel Mills. I was debating him a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to tell me Anthony Yarde is a better counterpuncher than David Benavidez. And I was thinking to myself, like, I thought he was trolling, honestly, but he was serious.
Yeah,
and I was like, there's nothing he does better than David Benavidez. And then they actually fought each other. And where was all that counterpunching when he fought the actual guy who you said he got a better counterpunch? That won the argument for me right there. But those guys over there, that stupid shit.
I remember that.
The shit went left.
Exact argument, like with him saying that Yarde was a better counterpuncher, and I'm like,
like I'm saying, like, are you serious?
You crazy? You gotta find me the film of this, because there's no way you actually think that. I was having an argument with Mills too a while back with Tank and Loma. This is back then when the fight was like probably still a possibility, and I was telling him Tank will KO Lomachenko with a body shot because Loma is very vulnerable to the body and everything. And he was trying to make an argument against that. He was saying, like, you got to show me where that happens. I said, look at the Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney was landing body shots to Lomachenko consistently all 12 rounds.
That's the fact. That's facts.
I was like, show me what was Loma's adjustment to stop Haney from landing to the body. There was no adjustment. Haney landed body shots in every single round from round 1 to 12.
Haney was lighting him up. That's a fact. Haney was getting him with them body shots. That's facts.
Lighting him up, and he low-key was hurting him with those body shots. Like, Haney was putting work in. That's damn near how he won the fight. So, and if you see Tank, Tank knocked out multiple guys with body shots. Like, and of course the speed and the timing and everything. I was like, that's my opinion. I think that he would have won that fight with a body shot. But it's like when you start bringing up what actually happened in the ring, they get really delusional out of nowhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's like something just take over. Like they start hearing voices in their head and tell them to start saying other stuff. And you'll be sitting there looking like, what the hell is going on, bro? I asked you about boxing. I'm talking about boxing. It's just like you said when that one dude, that weird dude, everybody likes, Ring IQ. When you said that guy, he's talking about Tank's criminal case, man. Let me get a boxing topic, man. I don't want to talk about that.
Thank you. Like I got in that little stream, and the first thing he mentioned, they want to say, "Hey, talk about Tank's." I'm not Tank's lawyer. I'm not his judge. That shit don't concern me, bro. I'm a boxing fan. I'll talk about Tank when he step back in the ring. You know what I mean? If he guilty, so be it. If he not guilty, so be it. But what you want? What you acting like I'm Tank's attorney or some shit?
Yeah, I know. Like, bro, relax.
That was very strange. But yeah, like it's weird with these dudes. They don't want to. Even with that one debate I had with the Goof Troop, Real Twinkie Combat about Tank being a one-dimensional fighter, the dumbest topic of all time. That shit was weird. The debate's gone now because he probably asked his friend to delete it. But I just laid out all the facts, like just laid everything out. Like Tank is the last guy who should be calling a one-dimensional fighter. Like we've seen him fight multiple different styles against different opponents. And then he was like, "Yeah, that's true, but he never unified." And it was
I know that's dumb. Yeah, that's stupid.
I'm like, bro, y'all live in a different world, bro. Like mentally, y'all are not on the same plane of existence as me. It's weird. Bring up a boxing topic and they just
that shit'll go left quick. Go left quick. Especially if what you're saying is true, it'll go left. You'll be sitting there looking like, yeah, I don't even know if I can do this no more.
That's why I don't be really going over there anymore, bro. There's no point.
That's why if you were to rage quit, it would. You know how some people will clown you for rage quitting, but to be honest, if you rage quit over there, it would make sense. Like I could actually respect somebody who does that. Like who wants to deal with that nonsense? Like rage quitting is perfectly fine over there.
Sometimes
I wouldn't clown nobody for rage quitting over there.
It's pointless. You going in circles. They don't know what they're talking about. It's just like, bro. Yeah.
Like when Brim rage quit that while ago, that made sense. I actually agreed with Brim.
Yeah.
I would have rage quit too. Just hearing nonsense like that over and over again. For simply liking Brian Norman Jr., they're just going to troll you over and over again. But these guys are all Canelo dick blowers.
But the Canelo fanboys, exactly.
But they want to troll you for being a Brian Norman Jr. fan. Like you can't take that serious, bro. It's like that's why when he rage quit, I was like, yeah, I probably would have rage quit too. I ended up rage quitting. So I'm like, I agree with that.
What else? I did the same shit for real because it's like, bro, like if you're a real boxing fan, bro, going in there is like you can't handle it for more than 30 minutes at a time. It's gonna mess you up. So you gotta get the. It's like going on a different planet and you gotta get oxygen. You gotta go back in the station, go back in a spaceship to get oxygen. A real boxing fan can't survive over there. So boxing 97141. That's facts. They be like Canelo's better because he own gas stations, he own drink brands, all this shit. Right. Nothing to do with boxing.
Exactly. So yeah, them boys wild over there, man. Stay away from them dudes.
Yeah, Real Twinkie Combat is definitely, and that whole panel is obsessed with black fighters and black people in general. That's you tune in, all they do is complain about how good black fighters are. That's all they do.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so troubling about that, because it's like that's not even necessary when you think about it. Just focus on boxing, bro, and everything is good. Literally, they don't want to do that. And then one thing that's probably going to happen. This is most likely going to happen. Now we got Cinco de Mayo coming up. It's all Mexicans fighting. Great. We like that. We like it. We don't have no issue with that. We're actually looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Watch how somehow
they're going to bring up
Mexican boxing fans are going to find a way to talk about black fighters, even though no black fighters are on the card.
Guaranteed.
There's no significant black fighters fighting this weekend. It's all Latinos, and then we got our guys down there in Japan doing their thing.
Yep.
Watch how somehow these Latino boxing fans are going to find a way to talk about black fighters despite that.
I promise they will. They're going to find a way somehow.
It's going to happen.
Definitely. Maybe a black fighter is going to be watching the fight in the audience. They're going to make a whole point about that. Who knows? But they always find a way. I never underestimate them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
Yep.
And we're going to be like, damn, bro, like this is an all Latino fight card. Can we talk about that? Oh no, Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, like, Terrence Crawford, he should come back and fight, and he should come back and fight the winner out of Benavidez and Zurdo. I would not be surprised if somebody says that. I'm telling you right now, that would not surprise me. Somebody's going to say that, I'm pretty sure.
Most definitely. That's some shit they would say. Or, well, Crawford, he's a coward if he doesn't come back and fight the winner of Zurdo and Benavidez.
Right.
Crawford should fight Usyk. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure somebody's going to say that. But yeah, it's a great fight weekend. You know what I'm saying? We like all these guys. We're not. Definitely. It ain't no big deal. But watch how somehow black fighters get talked about. And it's like, bro, y'all should be focused on this fight card. This fight card is fire. Y'all ain't even talking about it. Y'all talking about Terrence Crawford, a retired fighter.
All these fighters they claim they like. Anyway, Usyk, all these guys, they don't even talk about them for real. They steady focused on Keyshawn. What Keyshawn got going on in his next fight? They focused on Shakur
Right.
Stevenson. They focused on Tank's criminal case. Like, goddamn.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Facts.
yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
That anyway, Nakatani, man. Come on.
Yeah, but this gonna be a great weekend though, man. We got some great fights, man. It's gonna be really enjoyable. We want to have shitload of content next week. Talking about the recap. It's going down. It's gonna be a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm very excited for these fights coming up.
For real. So your final prediction. No, go ahead. What you about to say?
I was about to ask you real quick. I think I asked you before who you got between Raymond Ford and O'Shaquie Foster. I don't know if I asked you though.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. I'm gonna say on this one, I'm gonna say Foster. I'm gonna say O'Shaquie.
Foster. O'Shaquie, yeah, favor him.
But that's gonna be a good fight. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm leaning towards Shock too. At first, I was looking at Ray. I'm like, Ray very fast, explosive. He put combinations together. But the more I look at it, O'Shaquie just a better fighter overall with Ray Ford. He got the timing. He got a good 1-2. He keep the distance well. He's just an overall better fighter. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. So I think O'Shaquie's gonna. Yeah, Shaquie's a better fighter. He should win that.
Yep.
Raymond Ford is okay, but I think O'Shaquie Foster will get it.
I agree.
So yeah.
Yeah. So you said final predictions, right, for the next two fights?
Yeah, final predictions. Like, so your pick is Inoue, right? For Nakatani Inoue.
Inoue by decision.
All right.
I got Benavidez by decision too.
Okay, so Inoue by decision, Benavidez by decision. All right. Same with me. I'm gonna say this though. Oscar Duarte's fighting that Figueroa dude.
Yeah.
I got Oscar Duarte losing that fight. I think Figueroa is gonna. I think Figueroa is gonna pull an upset.
Yeah. He tough. He's super tough.
That's my upset special. Yeah,
that's a good one. It's that dude. Not Figueroa, Ferrero. Angel Ferrero.
I always get that name mixed up. Ferrero. Yeah, my bad.
I know who you're talking about though. He fought Pitbull.
Yeah, yup. I got him
dude.
upsetting Oscar Duarte.
That's a good pick. I'm inclined to agree with that because Duarte, we seen him struggle with dudes who can bring constant pressure and power. I mean, he got knocked out by Ryan Garcia, obviously.
Right.
That's a good pick right there. Yeah.
He said Canelo and Billy, who you got? If that fight actually happened, who you got?
Before I said I got Canelo by decision because I feel like I feel like it probably will look similar to something like the Berlanga fight and whatnot, but it also depends on where Canelo is at physically because Billy is a very physically imposing fighter with the way he brings his pressure and everything. He's nonstop. So that's a winnable fight for Billy, but I do think Canelo would win though. I think you said you got Billy winning?
Yeah, I think in Billy at this point, it's a constant pressure. I got to see how Canelo reacts to that. And if Canelo can't deal with it, I can see Billy winning. But I also can see Canelo winning.
It's a cool.
So I would say 50-50. But if I had to pick, everybody else is picking, I pick. I'm a favor. I think Canelo might figure it out. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Yeah. I was just thinking with the boxing IQ and I mean you if you look at Billy versus Sergey Deverenchenko was giving him problems. Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
He was like countering him well. Like he got the timing on when he got the timing right, he was giving him problems. But of course, Billy won. He was
right.
His stamina was like he just keep coming. He don't stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just keeps coming. And Canelo, what if he can take a punch from Canelo and just keeps coming? What's Canelo going to do? You know what I mean? So that's the only question mark. But Canelo, he might fuck around and figure it out. We'll if that fight happens, we'll see. Because I heard that he was looking at fighting the winner out of Munguia and Resendez. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I heard that Canelo was looking to do. Really? And the Billy fight might not happen. That I read that somewhere.
That's interesting because Munguia is with Eddie Reynoso, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was thinking that too. Like, so he'll rematch Munguia if Munguia wins, but if Resendez wins, he'll fight him because that's for a belt. So it's a championship fight. So that's probably what it is. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fight for a belt. But I read that somewhere, and is that source 100% reliable?
Right.
Maybe, maybe not. But that's what
Yeah.
I read that somewhere because they're saying the Billy fight might not even happen. But if that fight does happen, I agree with what Boxing 9741 is saying. Like probably Canelo in a close, controversial fight.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it'll be a close fight where Canelo will edge it out. Just landing, being a more accurate puncher and stuff like that. Mid-range, you know, dodging and countering and stuff like that. He's better with that. But if Billy won that fight, no surprise at all for him to just like pressure Canelo and basically just make it really hard for Canelo to breathe. That's possible.
Yeah.
Very possible.
So it can go either way, but Canelo will probably win close, tough fight. Yeah. So I agree with that.
Why you saying the fight confirmed now? I don't know if
it's confirmed.
Billy and Canelo won. But
I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Who favorite?
I think Munguia is the favorite.
Yeah, we believe Munguia will win that fight.
Yep.
We think Resendez put up a good little resistance, but we think Munguia figure it out. He better.
Yeah, for sure. BYU saying Tim Tszyu and Spence is confirmed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
June 25th.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Spence and Tim Tszyu,
Yeah.
That should be a cool little fight. I ain't really got too much to say about that.
Right, because both guys been through the ringer, especially Spence. He hasn't fought in 3 years.
Yeah. So that's a cool little scrap.
Yep. Boxing 9741 say Munguia favorite on PEDs.
Yeah, he got a, like I said, he got a stain on his name now with that because a lot of people look at him funny for that. But we'll let we'll leave it alone for now. But that's not a good look though. We ain't feeling that. We definitely ain't co-signing no drug cheats, but we'll let it slide. Let it slide.
That's boxing anyway. You test positive for shit. I mean, 6 months, you back again. That's how it is. It's about the money.
Yeah. And he ain't the first, and he definitely ain't gonna be the last. So
exactly. I mean, what's his name again? John Beck tested positive, and I heard they already putting him back in the mix.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is.
Yep.
So yeah, man, great show, man. We always do great shows.
For sure, definitely.
I'm only, to be honest with you though, when I asked you and you was like, when you said you was okay with coming up here, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the show because I handpicked you to do this show because I was like, Onslaught know boxing, bro. I remember him from the panel. That dude know what he be talking about, bro. If I do a show talking about boxing, if I can get him to come on the show, I'll do the show. That's what I said to myself. Or I was thinking to myself, when I started to do these streams. I was like, these boxing streams. Because I was just going to do my own video where I just talk about boxing and just log off. But I was like, if I can get somebody to come out here and talk, like co-host or something like that,
definitely.
I wanted to be that Onslaught dude from the IBFP panel because that dude knew what he was talking about.
Appreciate that, man. It means a lot. Like, I remember before I even knew who you were, I just heard them talking about Solidus-T on the panel, and they would say all this shit like Solidus-T doesn't know shit. Solidus-T, he's a boxing. I'm like, damn, this Solidus-T dude must be the worst dude on the panel. And I'm like, damn, Solidus-T must not know shit. And then I listened to you on the panel. I'm like, bro, this the smartest dude on the whole panel. He know better. He know more about boxing than all of y'all. Now I know why y'all hate him.
Yeah, they stayed trolling me. I was like, they start troll shit. I would just sit back and laugh.
As usual, man.
So that's when I said, I got to do this show. And if I can get Onslaught on here. Then when I asked you, you was like, I'll pull up. I was, he fucking with it? Oh, shit, I'm finna do this shit now.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
So,
a real boxing conversation.
For real, this real over here. We talking straight boxing.
For sure. Definitely.
Other people be wanting to come on the panel. They be telling me, I'm like, when I go live, just pull up.
Yeah.
Like other people from his panel, they've been in my inbox. They've been like, we want to come over there. I was like, if you see me live, just come over there. I got the link in the chat. It don't matter.
Most definitely.
It's cool.
I mean, there's some other guys there who actually like under the radar spit facts on the panel. You know what I mean? Of course, they get trolled and talked over and everything. Guys like Ashy Knuckles, he knows that shit. There's another
Ashy Knuckles,
Ashy Knuckles knows the shit. What's the other dude's name? He be on there more recently. You know who I'm talking about. Mayo, I think, something like that. There's some dudes on there who actually spit facts.
They're saying there's a guy named Detroit Music that knows what he's talking about too.
Yeah, Detroit Music. Yeah, Detroit. He go by the name Mayo too, but Detroit Music, he cooked the shit out of that whole panel like so many times. He made Luke Ray's quit. Yeah, that dude for sure. Get him on there if we can.
Some people want me to get Brim on here, but I don't think Brim will come over here though.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll come, but Brim, he know his shit too. Like he be spitting facts from time to time. But I don't know. He don't really be on it that much. He don't even be on the IBFP panel that much anymore.
Yeah, but some people have been asking me that. I don't know if Brim will come over here though.
Yeah,
I never really had no interactions with Brim like that. I was on the panel with him a couple times, but me and him never really had too many interactions. Like we never really spoke to each other.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like strangers if you think about it. He don't really, because I've never heard him talk about me before. Never.
Yeah, nah, I never heard it either.
So yeah, we don't really have no interaction. So if we were to link up, it'll come out of nowhere.
For sure. That'll be dope. I think he cool for sure. Like y'all would have a good podcast, good chemistry. Like I haven't had that many interactions with him on the panel, but on Twitter, like he'll troll me for being a Tank fan. I'll troll him for being a fan. He a cool dude though. So
yeah, Brim cool. Yeah,
Brim cool.
Got no problem with Brim.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I told him, man, when I'm live, if you see me live, just pull up, click the link.
For sure.
You know, this is me and Onslaught show, but if y'all want to come on here and chop it up, y'all can do that.
Hell yeah.
So
definitely get some more people on here who know boxing.
Yeah, I told him that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, as usual, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. We definitely gonna
appreciate it.
This weekend is gonna be lit, man. We're gonna be checking it out. So
definitely stay safe, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Stay solid.
For sure, man.
All right, next time.
Hell yeah.